So can you tell me what a tariff is?
The first I would say is tariffs have been used for hundreds of years. And there can be a very good, useful purpose for them in the economy. I think as they're structured right now in the United States, it's a huge mistake. It has a potential to be a catastrophe. But they can be a useful thing in the economy. This is not a black and white thing. What a tariff is keep this very simple. The United States buys a bunch of computers that are made in China, a bunch of iPhones that are made in China. They're on a container ship. They ship them to the United States. When they get to the port in the United States, the importer, which is Apple, bringing the iPhones in that are made in China,
An American company,
has to pay the tariff
that's
put on it. And a lot of people, and it's very understandable why they would think this, would say, well, no, in that situation, China pays the tariff. And there could be a situation where China starts discounting the iPhones. The company that's making the iPhones would discount it. Like there can be some offset. But the person who's paying that tax is the importer.
So often we think about, we've applied the tariff to China.
Right.
So what's happening is China having to spend the 10%, or I think the tariff currently is like 125,
145.
145%.
The number doesn't matter because trade will just stop at those levels. It just won't happen.
So if Apple import an iPhone now with that tariff level, then Apple would have to pay the 145% when it arrives at the shore
Correct.
of the United States.
I mean, here's an example that most people will understand. Sales tax. You know, in most states in the United States, it's 6 to 10%. If you go to the store and buy something, you add the sales tax to that.
VAT in the UK.
Yeah, fair. And who pays that is not the store, it's the customer. So even if the tax is put on the seller passes it on to you, the customer.